So, hey guys, it's TTB more Twin Flame. How you doing? I'm really working on having more peace and calming down. Um, as you can tell, it's quiet as anything here. I just got done washing my hair. Um, uh, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, but I feel like I've lived a whole lifetime since the last time I've been on here. I started going on TikTok and doing lives and doing energy readings and connecting with people's loved ones, their transitioned energy. Um, and then I started getting charging for it. And right now, my live was banned because somebody started harassing me, and I just like something just went off in me. I was like a bear. I was like a mama lion. I just was like, "Rawr!" and and he yelped away, but not before he reported me. Now I didn't do anything worth reporting. But he's a bitch. Um, he was a victim, of course. A victim of dishing it out and not being able to take it back. When it came back at him. Um, so it was really, I mean, like it was just magical, really. I wasn't in a negative space at all. I was just not taking it. So oh, people are so I created an alternate TikTok account. Um, So, however, I have no followers yet or no viewers or anything. I just created it and did a couple of videos, and it's hard to start from scratch. Oh, you feel, I don't know about anybody else, but I can't seem to shake this freaking shame on my life. I feel so dumb. I feel so ashamed. And I didn't do anything. So obviously, this is trauma from abuse and domination. I was always the scapegoat. Um, and so, even though I've done nothing wrong, you feel like you're wrong. And you feel scared and you want to run and hide. So, I cry in public. I'm me. I'm me in private the way I am in me in public, and me in public the way I am in private. Um, so when it hurts, I cry. You know, I am transparent. So anyway, saying all that, but I don't know how to get the 2,000 followers I have on my TikTok account onto my alternate account. I can send each person a video from my new account, but I can only do 15 at a time. And to do 2,000 15 at a time, that just seems a bit much for me. Um, so, whatever. It's waiting. When I was reading people's energy, um, and I have a unique way of doing it, I've never seen it before. I know I'm one of a kind. Energy communicates to me through images. It's like a puzzle putting it together, and it is unique for the person that I'm reading. It's like packed with a message for them. It's like a secret message just for them. And every single person I have read is usually very grateful, blown away, and like, that's exactly right. So it's really encouraged me, and that's how I have the confidence that I have. However, I still feel like I'm like I've always rejected me. I was never good enough. I was never pretty enough. I was never clean enough. I was never pure. I was never valued. So it's hard to go out on camera. I, there are times on my account that I've had 14,500 likes and 18,000 views. Like that, I've never had anything like that. But they could just click on and click off. They could jump in and jump off. Um, but still, that was really mind blowing and overwhelming. And so sometimes I've had up 200 people at a time on my TikTok live, and it was hard to keep up. And before I started charging people, I had a whole lot of people that wanted readings. So, I have to pace myself. I have to learn not to please people. I have to learn, to focus. And I'm going to have to learn, other ways besides live, like to do private readings and stuff like that. So I also get a little nervous. I'm at home. I don't think my apartment is hideous. I live in a really old house, and not really old, but an old house, and my landlord has not, kept it up. So those are things that I can't control, like my landlord being, I know a lot of people would be like, I'm not living here. It's not good up to par. Well, I didn't have that option. Um, I never seem to have too many options, but that's okay. It keeps it simple for me. So, you know, I've had to move here. So I might feel uncomfortable about the way I look. I might feel uncomfortable about my personality. I don't really have a living room or a dining room. And so my kids live here too, so they might come in and out. And I'm not really comfortable in my own skin yet in public, on with doing this. I'm just learning as I go with energy. I call myself the energy whisperer. But so energy coach, energy aligner, and I'm learning how people lie and manipulate. So to take my time and to trust my gut. I've never had a gut. When you have so much trauma, you don't have a gut. It's a traumatized gut. So, and then when I'll show my twin flame, he's in a totally different realm for me. And I'll be like, look, I have 30 views on my YouTube channel that's all about twin flames. And he looks at me like, what the hell is that? That's nothing. You know what I mean? And nobody celebrates with me the things that are important to me. Nobody does. Nobody pats me on the back and congratulates me. Nobody taught me that, to do that myself, and then to start small. You don't have to wait till you have 1,000 followers to start appreciating and congratulating and celebrating. So I am so grateful that I have, I don't know, 10 followers or something on this channel, and that I have some views. I can't be like everybody else. I never could, but I'm me, and that's enough. I am pretty in my own way. I am beautiful in my own way, and I am special in my own way. And as I'm doing these readings, I counsel people, or, and like coach people. And a lot of the times I'm telling them to treat themselves, and it's stuff that I need to hear too. And so I'm telling them to treat themselves like they're the best person in the world. They're the number one person in the universe. And I need to do that myself. Um, so in all areas, all the time, in all areas. not just some of the time and in some of the areas. So, yeah, that's what I'm learning. That's what's going on with me. I really wanted to leap from driving Lyft to doing readings and energy work with loved ones. But, and I might. I did make some money while I was charging. And I will continue to charge. But I will also not put pressure to make my sole income from TikTok. You got to let things naturally fall into place, a natural order. Um, so I have 2 TikTok accounts now. Um, I'm learning to slow down, and now I'm telling you, it is very addictive for me to deal with transitioned energy and reading people's energy. People say, "Oh, it's so draining." It's not for me. It is such a I get so high from it. I love it. I love it. It is my purpose. It is my passion. Absolutely. But with anything, I have to find balance, and I have to have a whole and complete life. So, what's going on with my twin flame, you ask? Um, I don't know. It's kind of really uncomfortable for me. I did stay with him Sunday night, and we had a magical night. He has a dab pen, so normally he's very controlling, very hyper, hard to relax kind of a person. Anyway, he says he needed to smoke. I don't care. I would prefer anybody to be themselves versus smoking or drinking. That's me. I just like raw energy. I like you to be yourself, whether it's crying and sad, whether it's depressed, whether it's angry. I just like natural state. I think it's the best. Learning to be comfortable with your natural state. And so we had a beautiful night, absolutely. And the next day was pretty magical, letting me stay while he left. However, I broke a mirror in his bathroom. He actually broke it. So I know this has already gone on for 12 minutes, and I try to keep them a little short, even though sometimes I've had them up to a half an hour. So I was putting on my lashes the next day, and I have a lot of trauma from my past. I was always blamed. I was always ashamed. So I'm always in trouble. It's more than a people pleaser. It's more than a people pleaser. But I'm definitely, the people pleaser. So I took his mirror out of his medicine cabinet. Like, it's 2 doors that slide. It's got a little handle, and it's mirrors. And it's very hot in his bathroom. So I don't like hot. So I'm surprised my air conditioner's not on right now. I usually have it on all the time. So I took one of his mirrors out, and it was in a groove, in there to open and close, to slide. So it was kind of tricky, but I did. And it's thin, so I was careful not to break it. So I did my lashes, and he was like, "Teresa, what are you doing?" So it was okay. So then I went to put it back, and it was very difficult to get back. And I was trying to be really careful because I knew it was thin and I didn't want to break it. If you push too much, it would snap. So I was very aware of that. So he comes in, "Let me do it. I got it. Let me do it." I said, "Are you sure? Are you sure, really? Because, I don't want it to break." "I got it." And he broke it. So, but I felt really bad. I guess there was a fear that he was going to pounce on me or hate me or be mad at me because I broke his freaking mirror. It was because I took it out, and that was really dumb. And I do dumb stuff all the time. I can't follow the crowd. I have to do stuff. I can't be normal. I don't. And so it brought this fear and this shame up in me. And I just was like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." And I said, "Get your landlord to fix it or whatever, and I'll pay for if it costs anything." So he did, but his landlord can't come and fix it. Maintenance can't unless somebody's home, and he's never home. So I feel really bad. I don't know. It's definitely exaggerated. You know what I mean? Because I'm not normal. And then today I asked him for money in a text message, and I'd never do that. Um, and I bragged that I had made all this money on TikTok, but then I was busted. But it's also because I get really fatigued. I'm gonna cry. I get really fatigued suddenly, and I'm scared driving now. I've pushed myself sometimes to make my money, and I get so fatigued that I'm dozing. I can't, I don't know when. It's not like, it's not like I don't know when it's going to happen. Like I could be in the middle, but when I'm pushing myself to earn the money with Lyft, because you have to grind. Um, I mean, I can I can usually 2 or 3 nights do good on Lyft, but I have to do it when I'm not tired. When I can be tired, but I can't be fatigued. And sometimes the fatigue will come on me quickly, and you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but anyway, I can't drive certain times. And I'm used to driving all the time. So, um, doing TikTok has become, lucrative. People pay for readings, and I wasn't charging at first, but see, the energies I communicate with transitioned loved ones with their energy, and they're with me all the time. And their energy is so good. It's so light, it's so pure, it's so bright, and it's so kind and gentle and honoring and respectful and loving and generous. And they tell me when to stop. They've told me to value myself and to charge. They've told me what to charge. It's beautiful. And I'm really happy. So that's really what I want to do in life. It's always been what I wanted to do. I just didn't think it was possible. But TikTok has shown me it's possible. So I have to have that other alternative account to get 1,000 followers so that I can always go live. Um, you know what I mean? So what happened is someone came on my account, my first account, and harassed me on my live, which they do. They say sometimes it's really bad, and they'll say she's evil, she's a liar, she's fake. They'll say, Jesus, you need Jesus, you need to be saved, you're evil, all kinds of nasty shit. And I usually just block them, but for some reason, I don't know, uh, I decided to tell the guy off. And I told him, you're really stupid. And I pulled up his account and I said what his name was. It's like, you're Lucky Ducky. And I said, just because there's no picture of you, that doesn't mean that you can't be found. You can find where you live and where your family live. I mean, that's just facts. I don't know if that was a threat. I didn't say I'm going to kill your family or we can hunt you down. I just said that's really dumb to cause trouble and think that you can hide on social media. You can be found. Um, so he reported me for harassment. And so when you get reported, your live instantly gets suspended until they can investigate it. And you can appeal it. Appeal that they suspended you, and then they'll look at it. So I may have gone a little too far, but I didn't threaten him. I just made him aware of the facts. And it's not fair that he can come on my live, but I should have just blocked him. So I'm banned until October 13th unless they let me come back before then, because unless they approve my appeal. And I'm ashamed, and I don't know why I'm ashamed. I have an abnormal sense of shame. It's exaggerated. So, anyway, that's where I am. And so I asked my twin flame for some money. Sunday night I went down there and I used it took me an hour, plus I work at night, and that was a night that I didn't work. Whenever I go see him, it takes me like the day and the day after to not work, because I rest up for him, and then after I'm with him I rest up. It's a whole thing. It's a whole event to go see him because we're very physical. I'm just saying. Um, and I deserve to be compensated, at least for him to meet me halfway with my gas and give me some gas money. And then I deserve, because I am his guest, that there to be some type of food there for me to eat. And he never has food. Well, sometimes he will cook. But I understand that he's burnt out because he works so much. He practically lives in his car. So I bring food. But I didn't feel like bringing food. I just wanted to run to him. I just really needed him Sunday night. And so I ordered DoorDash, and I didn't bug him about money at the time because he can be difficult. I just did it. I had the money. I bought him something. He grumbled and complained about it being bad, and I said, it's free. But then I ran short in my phone bill yesterday or today. So I texted him and said, I'm $30 short on my phone bill. Can you help me? I mean, that was the truth. And he sent me 20. And actually, I didn't mention it. I sent him a heart reply. But I was happy with that because of Sunday night. It was like a compensation. It was meeting me halfway for the DoorDash and the gas money. Well, today he just said that I better be careful because if I'm sketchy or suspect, he just threatens all the time. He's one of those people that is very untrusting. I've been dealing with him for 3 years, and he still, he threatens, and it's drain. I hate that. So I didn't argue really with him. I just explained to him because he's like, you need to be honest. Well, I was honest. At the time, I texted several people about the $30 because I didn't know anybody would respond. And that was important. My phone bill was due today. So, so anyway, he had a thing to say about that, like, but you said that you didn't. Then, I mean, I guess I could have lied and said, oh yeah, I used it on the phone bill. But somebody else that I'd done a reading for earlier that said, oh, I'll pay you sometime. I asked her for money and she gave me a 50 that I had done a reading for. A lot of times if people don't pay up front and if you don't speak up, they'll just not pay. So I'm learning to speak up for sure. But I don't want to speak up too much that I don't want to lose anyone. But I know there's a natural thing that you let people walk away if they're going to walk away. I know. So this is abnormal too. It's a hyper sensitive thing for me because of the shame and trauma of my past. And with relationships, I dealt with a lot of manipulation in my family relationships and in my close relationships. So I never felt secure with the relationships. They were always on and off. My father was always, it was very tumultuous. So yeah, that's the type of triggers I'm dealing with right now, is trying to navigate through all this without totally going off and sabotaging and throwing things away. And that's what you do. Instant gratification people that don't know how to be patient, don't know how to stay calm, and don't over exaggerate stuff. So yeah. But some good came out of our phone conversation today. We talked more and more about twin flames, and I explained to him the difference between, in my opinion, between twin flames and soulmates. That there is no sex like twin flame sex, and it never gets old. It can if it's being abused, but not in a healthy, natural twin flame state. That will never. That's the twin flame. It's a fire there. Like I said, it can go dim if it's being abused and if it's not in a healthy manner, in a balanced manner. But twin flames can't compare to that. And I explained to him that twin flames have the ability to be a perfect match. And I explained that it's the ability, it's the potential, it's in our DNA, but we have to do the work. So we have to do our inner child healing, and we have to face our triggers and our darkness in order for us, as we evolve and ascend into our highest self, that DNA in us, that's what I was taught, then we'll be a perfect match. So it might not look like we're a perfect match. We might not be a perfect match right now, and it might look the opposite. It might look like complete opposite. That's why you never ever give up on your twin flame. So this crap on TikTok and social media where you're cutting ties, okay, if you want to not live your best life, you have a twin flame for a reason, and it is in order to heal, to help you to heal. It's a tool. You heal yourself. But your twin flame is your greatest. It's divine. You have a divine mission. It's the best thing. It's nothing. Soulmate is nothing compared to your twin flame. So we got to talk about that. So that was good. And like I said, he did pay me the $20, and I got to first talk about that I am valuable. And when he doesn't have food for me, and he doesn't treat me a certain way, and he doesn't it doesn't meet me halfway with the money situation, then that's not valuing me. So we'll see. I don't know. It was a lot of like chaos today, sort of. I'm really tired, but and I'm working on my second TikTok account, and so that's what's going on with me. Thanks for bearing with me while I got through all of that. I know I'm getting better and better. I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm expanding. I hope you are too. From the bottom of my heart, I hope you are too. I'm very grateful for you. I'm really grateful for this channel. I'm really grateful to be a twin flame. I'm really grateful to be able to read and communicate with energy. I'm really grateful for my experience and my journey. I know I'm an instrument. I'm a vessel of source energy, and I'm here to help, to empower you to heal and to ascend and to manifest, to be in your purpose. Being your purpose is everything. My purpose doing these energy readings and communications, it's the best high I've ever had. Source energy feels so good, and these energies are so beautiful. I'm so blessed. So, love you guys. Thank you so much for being on my channel. Thank you so much for being patient with me and watching me. There's nothing like you. And I just want to encourage anybody, if you think about TikTok, to do lives. There's the most supportive people. Most everyone. Of course, there's the 25% or whatever that are horrible, ratchet, hating, miserable fucks. They're horrible. They say horrible things. I feel so sorry for those people. Because they have such a loveless life. So, yeah. But mostly, there is so much support on TikTok. And I'm so grateful for that. So, it will change you when you have good support. So, I want you all to have that. So, be well. Hang on. You're doing really, really well. I'm glad you're here.